Yeah, I think we can, I guess, just do it the same way until we figure out another way to, I don't know, share music.
Yeah, so the thing that I was thinking about, because you said that like you would have it up on your computer, I would have it shared on here, but not share the audio. But then if I don't share the audio, will it just not share to you, or will it not share to like the video?
Well, you're not going to click the share button.
But if I'm listening to the music, is it still going to pick up on the fact that I'm listening to it?
It shouldn't because your output is set to your microphone, right? Remember we tested that? I started playing it and I had it set to live and then went to the YouTube and it wasn't playing it.
Yeah. So we're just gonna.
No, you just share it the normal way. It's just gonna, it might be a little bit weird sounding for you. It might not be as high quality audio,
Yeah. Okay.
but you'll get the general idea of the song. I'm not really concerned as much. Well, I mean, I'm partially concerned with the audio quality. I'm more concerned with just the fact that it's going to keep getting copyright strikes every time we do it.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but before we could jump into that, so I started putting some of the shorts on TikTok just because I was like, oh, might as well throw them on there too. And it seems like people react more on there as far as comments or even just views.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe about the same amount of views. Likes for sure. A lot more people active on TikTok versus YouTube. Strangely
Mm-hmm.
enough. And it's funny because there's only two comments in my head that like kind of really stuck out. And one of them was, "But she's right behind you." So there's a genius out there that have learned that you're just right back there, which is
Yeah.
great. That's fine. I know why you're right behind me. Do you know why you're right behind me, as opposed to being side by side?
No.
No. Oh, you don't. You don't remember the first one we recorded where you hated everything about it?
Oh yeah. Is that the only
Yeah.
reason?
I mean, that's the only reason that you're back there. Because if not,
Yeah.
you would be on this one. We could listen to it in the same quality together.
Yeah.
Um, and then the second one was they said make podcast equipment more expensive. And at first, I thought it was someone like I genuinely didn't understand it, and I was like, then I even typed back, "Do you mean audio interfaces and microphones? Because they're already generally expensive." And I was like, "Oh no, it's a troll who's essentially trying to passively aggressively say that they don't agree with what I'm saying, or like that we're talking about is dumb.
Yeah.
So if you make it more expensive, then you wouldn't be able to podcast." Even though I've been podcasting for over 12 years, I started a podcast. My thought process, and I should have replied to this because again, I don't put things together right away, even though I'm not an idiot. Maybe I am. My thought was I should have replied with make TikTok comments $100 a piece.
Right. Yeah, that's just like a thing people say all the time. They're like, "Oh, make podcast equipment more expensive. Oh, anyone can just have a podcast these days." And
They
people
can.
just say that.
It's true. But this person obviously like what happened was they got picked up from school by their grandma because their mom was at home at the crack house. And then when grandma brought them home, their mom was in a heroin nap. So they took mom's phone, started scrolling through TikTok, didn't get to learn anything at school because school was really just their uncle ramming it in their butt. And so they saw something they didn't like about our podcast, and then said something mean. So that's what I get for looking at the comments.
That's what you get for looking at the comments.
Last thing is we have to decide on if we're keeping this trial or not the trial because we can keep the trial. We have to decide if we're keeping with this platform because the trial runs out in about 2 days. But
Oh
if not,
yeah.
we always have good old reliable whatever that other one is, OBS,
Yeah.
just the old school way. This way is just easier for us to do less work.
We could try it and see how much extra work it is.
Well, you do zero work. I do all the work on any media related stuff with us. I do all of it. So you're throwing the workload at me. Oh, I can see your light.
Well,
Let me see if we can actually share the video this time because I know last time I tried it, it was a little funky and it didn't like me trying to share a video.
that's right.
That is right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So what else has been going on with your day besides making random Cardi B references and thinking you're super clever?
Yeah. Well, other than that, not too much.
Oh, cool.
I like that show that you were sleeping on.
Why does this thing it keeps telling me my DPI is? It's like, hey, your DPI is this.
You're like, okay, thank you for that information.
The 10th time, thank you. Though, yeah, that new show that you're watching.
Yeah, I already forget the name of it.
Who wants to be a hidden millionaire?
It's like $1 Million
Baby.
Baby.
I like how I can see myself on your screen over there.
I know you can see. There you go. I'm pointing at you.
I can't turn it any other way because we're just there. That's where we are.
It's just where we are.
All right. Oh yeah. Audio. There we go. Okay, you ready?
Ready.
Ready. We'll probably pause it a few times.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just break it up.
First.
I'm going to play you Abracadabra, but I'm going to play it in a new way.
Oh, a new way. I'm just gonna pause it 10 million times. So sorry. Before it even gets started, I already like what's going on here because I think I like her piano aspect more. Like,
Yeah.
she's just like dancing and doing all that stuff. To me, she's just like that's what everyone does. That's a pop star. But this feels like what her roots were, right? Where she was like on a piano, being wild and being herself. I mean, she's not gonna be wild here, but like that's kind of what she was known for.
Yeah, and she's very talented on piano as well.
A new way. I
Yeah.
love this song. I think it's great.
I just like put together like this other version of it that I thought could be cool. I wanted to play it for my fans and see what they think.
So you already have pretty like decently dark hair. Can you also make your eyebrows white like
Yeah,
that? Or,
I
like,
can bleach
black?
them for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Pay the toll to the angels, drawing circles in the clouds. Keep your mind
Don't mind me falling over here as I'm trying to adjust.
Are you actually falling?
I like slipped.
on the distance when the devil turns around. Hold me in your heart tonight in the magic of the dark moonlight. Save me from this empty fight.
Okay. We gotta take it. Mandatory break on these. Try and chop up the video.
Every
It's
10
gonna
seconds.
make it. It's gonna make it like an hour long. First impressions.
Well, this is the first time I feel like I'm actually listening to the lyrics because during the sped up like pop version, I'm listening more to the music, and now I'm actually like getting to hear the lyrics.
Yeah.
which I
Same.
like.
I got to see this earlier, but I did get to hear. I was like, oh, those are your eyes are frozen like you're high. You're like, ugh. Gotta love internet. I mean, it's good internet supposedly. But I did listen to this and I was like, those are a lot of lyrics that I was not expecting, and some of them still kind of goofy. It's about what it's about, but like when she goes into her magic stuff, when it's like casting spells, it just sounds like
Oh, you
Harry
love
Potter.
that stuff.
It sounds like Harry Potter.
You love
In the game of life.
Is it too loud? How does it sound on your end?
Like
sounds
a
good.
poem said by a lady in red, you hear the last few words of your life. With a haunting dance, now you're both in a trance. It's time to cast your spell on the night.
Cast your spell.
Abracadabra, amoruna, abracadabra, morta ugaga.
So like all those weird goofy words.
So those are actually not words. I wasn't missing anything. She's just
No.
making that up. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's good to know.
And also, if you take a peek, you got Andrew Hamilton on guitar apparently. Hamo, as he's known in Yeah Mad or OG. The OGs. Do you see the guy on the guitar? Look at it's Hemo.
Wait, it's not actually him.
It's totally Hemo.
It
That's him.
looks like him, but that's not him. That face, though, that facial expression right there does look.
With like the smushed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He just got out of prison for selling mushrooms. That's him.
Mushrooms, yeah.
And if you listen to this part here, where we at 149, I think. It kind of sounds like the Gary Jules version of Mad World right here. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
Yeah, I know
song.
that version.
In her tongue she said, death or love tonight. Choose the road on the west side as the dust flies, watch it burn. Don't waste time on a feeling, use your passion, no return. Hold me in your heart to.
Another pause. What are you thinking?
She is probably, like, out of all the pop stars that I can think of off the top of my head, her voice is so good and just like so controlled, and the way that she sings live, she's always so on point, and she's always so like particular about that too. Like when she when they were recording or filming A Star Is Born, all the singing was live, and she's just always so on point. Like her voice is just very good.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah, I do notice that. So for me, the lyrics, when they get to the magic stuff, kind of goofy. Piano, I love that it's a change of what the normal song is. And then vocals, always just crazy impressive. Just like a true talent for her whole career so far, you know?
Yeah.
Night in the magic of the dark moonlight, save me from this empty fight. In the game of life, like a poem said by Lady Red, you hear the last few words of your life. With a haunting dance, now you're both in a trance. It's time to cast your spell on the night. Abracadabra, amoruna, no. Abracadabra, mortaugaga.
I love that she just like says Gaga in there. And she's done that in other songs too. I'm trying to like remember them all, but she like name drops herself in songs. Reminds me of like DJ Khaled.
No, DJ Khaled's he's a kind of a loser.
Yeah, he like screams his name, but I just think it's
Not even
funny
because
that
of
she
that
like
though. He's
name
just
drops
like
herself.
he's gosh, where did I lose? I lost respect for him when I saw a video of him making people carry him because he didn't want to get his shoes dirty.
Ew, what?
And that dude's a fat ass.
Is that
Like,
real? He actually did that?
He's not a light dude. He's not going to be one of those guys who's like, oh yeah, he had people carry him just because he didn't want to get his shoes dirty.
That's wild.
I'm like, come on, bro. Like, he just thinks so highly of himself.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Okay,
And
well,
I find
I
all of
take.
his music garbage. And also, he pussied out on Hot Ones.
Oh, did he?
He kept blaming like everything but him, and he was like, he couldn't even finish it.
That doesn't surprise me. And I'm pretty sure Lady Gaga was like so chill on Hot Ones.
Mm.
I'm pretty sure she was just like, oh, this is so good. Okay, I take back what I said, but I do think it's funny that she like says Gaga in there.
Abracadabra, amoruna, no. In her tongue she said, death or love tonight. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
definitely reminiscent of that
That's
version of Mad World.
insane.
Of the piano version of Mad World.
Yeah.
Especially that part, like that all felt like Mad World, Gary Jules. I don't know
It's
which
just like
would
one
be.
of the chords that it sounds very similar.
Happy birthday, the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday.
It's totally the same. Like, yeah, it sounds very, very similar. But I mean, overall, I thought that was an interesting rendition. I thought I was gonna listen to it and be like, "Oh man, that's a million times better than the original." But the original is so weird
Yeah.
that the original is still, I think, if I was gonna listen to one of the two, like proactively putting it on my phone, it'd probably be the original one. This one's still really cool.
Yeah, I agree. I like when she does stripped down like acoustic versions of her songs just because she is so talented and her vocals are always so good. It's just nice to hear it against, just like a piano and a guitar as opposed to like the huge production and whatnot. But yeah, I like both versions.
I turned my camera and now we have a boppy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, both are great. I think they almost feel like slightly different songs just because of how stripped down it is, and the other one has so much going on. But
Yeah.
yeah, I liked them. I like both of them. I think the poppy one's a little bit more everyday.
Yeah.
This one again, a bit more Gary Jules Mad World.
Yeah. Agree.
Yeah, cool. All right, anything else from you?
I never have anything else to add, do I?
I always give you a chance.
Yeah.
All right, thanks for coming by my apartment again.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right, go home now. Bye.
Okay, bye. Oh, I just burped.
I hope it's still recording.